All right, let's get this video hyped up. I know that you guys, you like those sweet leg kicks, so here we go. Ha! Oh, you want something even better than that? How about a couple of these? Okay, look, I know you saw the title and you're like, this mofo just put out a video about all the iPhone 11 Pro's killer features. And now he's back doing a video about the iPhone Pro's most painful missing features. But the more research I did on the phone, the more I realized there is some stuff missing. There are some omissions I think that are worth mentioning, and we gotta talk about that new green color. That new green, out of all the greens they could have chosen. And they decided to go with Oscar the Grouch's pubes green.
Oh.
Doesn't it look exactly like something that you would see at the bottom of a dumpster? It's like way too creamy. You know when you mix a bunch of old, stagnant, rotting food together, it turns that weird green? That's the new green color of the iPhone 11 Pro. Okay, you're good with the army green, I get that, but let's talk about one of the other missing features. You probably heard about this. They got rid of 3D Touch. Now, I personally didn't really use 3D Touch all that often. In fact, when I moved to my iPhone XR from my iPhone 10, I didn't miss it at all. But I still have my iPhone 10, and every once in a while, I go in there and I use it and I realize 3D Touch is just a whole lot better than what we have here. The iPhone 11 Pro is gonna use Haptic Touch, and that responds to your touches by the length of time that you're pressing on the phone instead of the pressure sensitivity. And so it just takes more time for your phone to realize that you're trying to haptically touch a button. For example, I use the flashlight button all the time on my XR. This has Haptic Touch too. So when I wanna turn on the flashlight, I have to press and hold for a second, and then it turns on. But on the iPhone XS, on the iPhone 10, because of the 3D Touch, you just touch it really hard and boom, baby, the flashlight comes right on. So again, not a huge deal to me, but it is definitely slower. And if you're coming from a 3D Touch phone and you're moving to Haptic Touch, you're definitely gonna notice, and it's definitely going to annoy you. Here's another little small, tiny little quibble, but painful nonetheless. The iPhone 11 Pro is thicker, fatter, taller, wider than the previous iPhone XS. It's also heavier. In fact, the iPhone 11 Pro Max is the heaviest phone that Apple has ever made. And you're thinking, yo, Big Papa Earth, how heavy could it possibly be? It's just a phone, right? How much could it weigh? The Pro Max weighs in at 8 ounces. That's a full ½ pound for a phone in your pocket. Demo time. Oh, hey guys, what's going on? Oh, my pants? Well, yeah, I have the iPhone 11 Pro Max in my pocket, and it's just so gall darn heavy. I got tired of hiking my pants back up, so now I just tighten my belt, and I just leave it right there. It's actually pretty cool. All the kids at the mall told me I'm their favorite adult. A ½ pound. That's not insubstantial. You're gonna feel it in your pocket. You're gonna feel it in your purse. You're gonna feel it in your merce. Okay, now here's something they're not gonna tell you at the Apple Store, but you may notice when you go to buy your Apple Care Plus. Apple Care Plus and the Apple Care plan with theft reimbursement, it's not the same price as the iPhone 11. No, if you want the Apple Care Plus plan for the iPhone 11, it's $149. You want the same plan for your iPhone 11 Pro, 200 big ones. I mean, of course they're gonna charge you more because the phone costs more, so they're gonna reimburse you more if it gets damaged. So I really can't fault them for that, but still you should know that everything about the iPhone 11 Pro is gonna cost you way more than the iPhone 11. Here's another example that you probably already knew, but this is one that drives me crazy regardless. The storage options on the iPhone 11 Pro are still absolutely absurd. They're giving you 64 gigabytes of storage in the iPhone 11 for $699. That same exact storage capacity in the iPhone 11 Pro is $1,000. Okay, look, I'm an Apple fanboy. Many of you are probably Apple fans as well. We gotta call them out for this kind of BS. 64 gigs for a quote unquote Pro model is totally ridiculous. It's completely unacceptable. The base level of storage for a pro level phone, which by the way, I'm not even sure what that means. What do pros do with their phones? It should be at least 128 gigs. I think you'll agree. But check this out. If you want the 256 gigabyte version of the iPhone 11, it's $850. You want the 256 gigabyte version of the iPhone 11 Pro, it's $1,150. Oh. That's Tim Cook right behind you. Now, the other thing that I have to mention that we didn't get is the dual wireless charging technology that all the rumor mills said we were definitely gonna get. Dual wireless charging was the one feature I was so excited about. Imagine being able to take your phone with you, take your Apple Watch with you, and at night when you plug in your phone, you can put your Apple Watch right on top and the back of the phone charges your Apple Watch or your AirPods wirelessly. That is a hugely convenient feature. It's one that I would have used all the time, especially when I'm traveling. All our Apple devices have different charging mechanisms these days. Have you noticed? I got a Lightning here. I got USB-C on my MacBook Pro and my iPad Pro. My Apple Watch has its own crazy charging dongle. I'm not trying to bring all these dongles with me when I go on vacation. You already saw what the Pro is gonna do to my pants. If I put any more gadgets in my pants, they're gonna be at the floor. And the last thing I'll mention, and this is the one that the iPhone 11 Pro is getting the most heat about by all the critics and all the haters, is there's really no one marquee feature that you can point at, is there? Yes, you get the 3 camera lenses. I'm gonna be making a whole video just on how incredible those are gonna be. In fact, they're gonna be the iPhone 11 Pro's superpower. But all the changes that are sprinkled in to the iPhone 11 Pro, they're all practical, they're all useful. Some of them might even be amazing, but none of them are marquee features that are slapping you right in the face. You can't really tell exactly what the big one feature is on the iPhone 11 Pro. It looks to just be an incremental update from the iPhone XS, and that is why everyone is clowning on it. Now, that's not to say that it's not gonna be an amazing phone. I wanna reiterate that because last year with the iPhone XR, the iPhone XS, we had the same kind of upgrade cycle. It didn't really look to be that exciting, and then you use the phone and it was like, whoa! That computational HDR technology, it put my nips at full mast. I was wearing Band-Aids for 2 weeks, at least, after the launch of those phones. If you've never used an iPhone with computational HDR, you're gonna be shocked. You're gonna be wowed. You're in for a real treat. But I've got not one, but 2 on the way. Oh yes, and I'll be talking a lot more about those in the coming weeks. So if you wanna make sure you catch those videos, hit that subscribe button. If you like what you saw here, you hit that like button, you do it right now. If you didn't, you get the hell out of my face and never come back. My name is Erfon Elijah, Gadget Hunter. I'm here working for you, looking for the tastiest tidbits of tech, all the best gadgets, and I'm bringing them to you in the most aggressive fashion that I can. I'm wrapping it up right now, but there's plenty more to come. I'll see you guys next time.